Hey everyone, Lucas from Create here with some of our fantastic young consultants from around the country. We're having a chat today about the impacts of coronavirus on young people, children and young people with a care experience, and Aboriginal children and young people with a care experience. We're having a chat about those issues, the impact, and what children and young people need right now with some of the experts, our young consultants from around the country. Before we go any further, I'll just acknowledge the traditional owners of the lands on which we're meeting today, and acknowledge elders both past, present, and emerging. And I might just introduce you to our young consultants. TJ, would you like to kick us off?
What's up? I'm TJ. I'm originally from New South Wales, but I live up here in Brisbane, Queensland, and I'm a descendant of the Bundjalung people from Tweed Heads.
Thanks, TJ. Skye?
Yeah, I'm Skye. Live in the NT. I don't really know my people because I never really had it influenced on me early on, so I just never took it as something to go look for later on. Maybe I will, but yeah.
And Tricia?
Hi. So my mom, Pinjara, who is my mum, and Kugada, she's got two. And my dad is Narangeri, and I also come from South Australia.
Thanks, Tricia. So, first question, and we might go to you, TJ. How has everything that's been happening with the coronavirus impacted on you personally?
Well, for me, I wasn't working before the virus hit, so but I used to do a hobby called law. So it's live action roleplay. It's a super nerdy thing where you hit people with foam weapons. And as soon as the virus hit, we had to cancel meeting up anyway, just purely for people's safety. So that really sucks because that was my sort of main social outlet and sort of like a stress reliever in a way. And I'm also limited to not being able to see any of my friends anymore because I used to hang out with them at least once or twice a week. And I also can't see my partner because she lives over in Toowoomba. So it's sort of just a kind of crappy time right now, but I'm getting through it.
Personally, it's been my mental health. During it, prior, it was okay, but the fact that I knew I wasn't able to go here, there, certain places, it just made things twice as bad. But also being on top of my family every single day, they just were getting, on my nerves. It's good company, but not good company at the same time, sort of thing. But during the COVID-19, I have focused more on my mental health, and I figured out ways on how I can get out of the house more and stuff like that within the rules of the state. So.
And what about you, Skye? What have been some of the impacts for you?
So I was working when it hit, and because of where I used to work, which was the military museum, all museums were to be closed. There was no warning or anything. It was just bang, had to close the next day. But that's all right. Already been guaranteed, as soon as it opens back up, I'm back in there. And I've beaten 3 games in a month. I've got so much time. It's awesome.
What do you see as some of the issues for children and young people with a care experience at this time?
I think it's got a massive mental health sort of problem to it. Because I know for myself personally, I've been feeling a lot more stressed and anxious and depressed. My depression has spiked up a lot since the stay-at-home order came through. And a lot of my friends in the care sector have also sort of reported the same sort of feelings, just sort of sick of being stuck inside all day and wanting it to end so we can get outside and live life. But I feel like specifically for kids in young kids in care, I think it would definitely parental visits or sibling visits or something like that. Not being able to do that now would seriously hinder sort of connecting to them. And it's only going to be for a short time, so they'll be able to get back to it. But at the same time, it still sucks. As well as, I guess, for Indigenous kids in care, would also be, they would probably be just a loss of culture. So they wouldn't be able to go visit elders or go to mum and dad and ask about the where they come from and who they are and what their dream time stories are. So I feel like sort of everything gets mixed into one. But mental health is probably the main one.
Tricia, what about you?
So mine is got to do with the whole routine of when the COVID-19 was before it was happening. Each kid, non-Aboriginal or Aboriginal, would have a routine, and because of the COVID-19, like not just the kid but also the young child, and the carers don't have a routine and stuff like that, and so it does like mentally put a impact on the kid itself. So mine's got to do with all about routine, and that's just, and from what I've seen with my siblings in the past so many weeks I can't even count, they needed to go back to school, and it was just needed at the right time. So
yeah, that's tough, isn't it? And what about you, Skye? What do you think some of the impacts are for children and young people in care or with the care experience in the NT?
I have like no idea what it would be like now, because we have changed a few things over the years
Yep.
to make it a lot more comfortable for them, and so we've actually done a few things that have improved it already.
Yep.
So even now, they're probably still going to school. I know my little brother is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's still going to school. But not much will change at home. It's always just if they're in school, they'll be all right. There's still.
What about young people who are like have a care experience and are finding their own way after 18? Do you see any particular challenges for them?
The main challenge you'll find yourself blocked up against is looking for a career. Because you'll start something and then you might go, oh, this is not really for me, and then you'll keep swapping.
Yep.
I've done that quite a few times, but obviously there were a few that I liked more than others. And so it's just trial and error. You go back to what you like, and
And this whole thing has kind of disrupted that a little bit, hasn't it? Like in a way.
Yeah.
What do you think children and young people need at this time?
I think I'm just going to fall back on my old reliable, which is just to remember that be them short-term, long-term kinship care, residential care, whatever sort of care they're in, that they're still humans. They're still kids. They're not just another number on a screen. So like if a placement were to break down or something, and there was absolutely no way that the young person or the child could stay there, there would need to be some way to get them out safely and into a new placement safely. I don't no idea how you figure that out. There still needs to be that sort of support, irregardless of what's happening in the world. At the end of the day, if the kid's not happy, it's just gonna spiral into depression and anxiety and just mess them up for life, possibly. So I don't know. That would probably be one I would think of, and also trying to set up like Zoom meetings or even Skype meetings for like sibling connections or visits with their parents on Skype or something like that. Just so that they might not be there physically, but they would still be there sort of through the phone to be able to continue talking to them, and like to possibly have a worker there to monitor it to make sure it's nothing bad or anything like that. But apart from that, I'm really not sure.
Yeah, Tricia, what do you think?
Mine again falls back on routine, and part of that routine, like, there are young kids that are in care who have regular visitations with family, and with the COVID-19, everything has been put on stop. But then at the same time, a carer explaining to a young child all of this rules is just like a whole picture, so you wouldn't be able to explain it much. But I suppose it's talking like what TJ said on the phone, having a meeting on the phone would be the same, and that would feel right. So it'd be part of their routine and stuff like that. So that's my biggest, what they need right now is their family and stuff like that.
What about young people coming up to turning 18?
I guess they should be sort of given the option of staying with their carer or with their old carer now if possible, just until the virus passes and they can actually move out, or I don't know, finding somewhere for them to go that's cheap and affordable and they still have access to all the things they need, all your basics and everything. Because I got lucky with my care. I moved next door when I turned 18. Super convenient. But I don't know. I guess if possible, they should be able to stay with their carer / old carer up until the point when they're physically able to move out. Because moving away from home right now would be incredibly dangerous, regardless of who you are.
In the same direction as TJ, like the social worker should be, before the kid does leave care or the system, pointing them in the right direction of either the right services, or having that young child maybe go stay with family instead of maybe staying with the care. But throughout the years, if they've made a connection with a family member, so they feel connected with that family member by the time they move out of care, that they go stay with them. So again, reconnecting with culture at the same time as leaving care. So
All right. Well, thanks everybody. Really appreciate your feedback and the things you said today.